games, and that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Discover live free sports picks for games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Play. So let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. All right, with us is Jay Briggs. With us, Alex Smart, Shane Mickle, Wayne Scott, Tony Brown, and Damian Sosh. Here's how they'll line up for this evening. Smart, Sosh, Brown, Mickle, Briggs, Scott, then I will close this one out. All right, baseball on the board, 15-game card for Major League Baseball. Got 3 games here from the W, so let's get the show underway. Let's go ahead and welcome in Alex Smart. You'll catch him over at Pig Dogs Premium. We'll bring Alex in right now, ready to roll. Alex, what's happening?
How you doing, Tony? Major League Baseball, and we're going to go the Dodgers against the Rangers. We got left-hander James Paxton on the mound. Paxton's 5-1 with a 4.19 this season, and he took his only loss of the campaign last time, just lasting 1 2/3 against the Pirates. He's been all the way up to that game. And, that one bad outing. I'm looking for a regression here to the positive in a bounce back situation against a group of hitters that are ranking best that he matches up well against. It's got to be, or the Rangers are just batting .221, averaging just 3.7 runs versus Southpaws, and this fireballer may be a problem for them here tonight. On the flip side, we've got Dane Dunning to the hill for the Rangers, and no matter what he's done this year, you have to remember Dunning. He has a bad run of games as 155 favorite. Less, including underdogs in his career. He's lost 21, 25 games. Also, it must be noted that Dunning is 0-7 against the money line in early games of the last 3 seasons. So this is a long team record. This has been a long extension for bad luck to run support. And you can imagine sometimes things just keep in that direction. What you might think about or a team else, just things are rolling. It's called momentum. Maybe moments change at some point, but I don't think it's tonight. And the Dodgers are 4-2 against the money line against American League West. Really like the Dodgers here tonight with a win, a little bit of juice. We're going to pay some extra money here, but strong play.
All right, Alex, here on the Dodgers here, -162, -157. Do your line shopping, get the best number here. Yeah, Dunning has been a pitcher that's battled issues on the road. Not lately, though. He was a starter, struggled a lot on the road, was placed in the bullpen, and last year with all the injuries was inserted into the starting rotation, and actually to a degree where he earned a spot in the rotation. I don't know if they fully trust him because we'll see how he rolls here in this spot. But there's one thing here with this Rangers, Alex, is that bullpen. It's hard to overlook a team with the bullpen over 6 on the road. They're struggling at the plate. And last year, the Dodgers in their 3-game series in Texas put up 31 runs on this pitching staff, and Dunning was one of them they hit.
Yeah, Dodgers are a dangerous team, consistent hitting team, and going against them, look what they did. They went in New York, played great baseball. I mean, they're not intimidated by anybody, and playing here at home on the West Coast, not a good situation for a Rangers team that just warmed up to what we thought they would. Season's still early. This is just a bad spot for them here.
There we go, Alex, here on the Dodgers, -157 tonight against the Rangers. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick Document for tonight's action. 15-game card here from Major League Baseball. Also, we got action on the W. Alex having a great year at 3,302 units of profit. All document over at Pick Dogs. What do you have going on over at the site?
We've got a couple of Major League Baseball scenes, and best bet, of course, top play of the day, money line selection, some lates that I think is worth a wager for sure. And hey, we went 3-0 last night with a Major League Baseball. Maybe we're moving in the right direction now after just a little bit of a over about a week or so stretch, and that was following a long winning streak. And don't like to say it's eventual, because nothing's eventual. Nothing, you're due for nothing. But the mathematics behind it said that I was going to cool down. I'm ready to rock and roll again, and let's make some money.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Alex Spot over at Pink Dogs. Premium. See the great results from Alex for 2024. 3,302 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. So a little bit of time now to get on board with Alex. Remember, you got those long-term passes, 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. You get all those premium plays for that time period to select. When you go to his handicap page, make that purchase. Remember that promo code PICK at checkout. That will save you that 15% off there. And of course, the multi-capper promotions also available. So go ahead and get signed up with Alex. All right, Alex, as always, great having you on the show. Continue your success, and we'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
Out there, something we never do. If you don't mind, I just threw a big wager out there. Daglia to finish top. I got plus 900 on it. U.S. Open. Feel like some golf, guys.
Golf bet there. Say that again, Alex, because you were cutting off a little bit.
Oh, sorry. It's a Tigala to finish top 5. We get plus 900 on that bet. Put some pizza money on it. Hey, don't put much money, but put some pizza money on what we can do with that.
There you go. From Alex there. U.S. Open coming up this weekend. You got to play there in the top 5 from Alex. All right, Alex, continue success. We'll catch up with you next week.
Take care.
You as well. Alex Smart here on the Drive to. We'll continue here on the show, guys. Let's get about it. Start the chat pick a day. Hey, you guys did this one right. We'll do it all over again, right? This is a competitive game here as far as the line goes. We're not covering on the show today. Astros and Giants. If you like the Astros plus 102, it's A. B for the Giants at minus 112. Over 8 is C. Under 8 is D. Chat pick of the day. Chat hit another winner yesterday. Chat has been on a tear here the past several weeks here. Since we started this, it's been a very good performance. I wish I had the numbers for you. I just haven't tracked them. But I just know we had that big winning streak, and it's continued throughout the weeks with wins. So again, we're getting in here. Let's see, we're getting a lot of Giants support right off the bat here. So a couple on the Giants. So keep these picks coming. 3 so far on the Giants here. A 4th one on the Giants there. I just want to let you know there. Wu has been scratched for the Mariners tonight. In case you were handicapping that game. Wu out tonight. It will be, let's see who we got here. I was just checking out MLB Network. They flash it on the screen right now. So Wu out, and it will be Jonathan Diaz will start here for Seattle tonight, as we have a late scratch for Wu. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. A time for bringing Damian Sosh. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's bring in Damian in right now with more baseball coverage in his neck of the woods. Damian, what's happening?
How you doing, Tony?
Doing great. I know it's not your neck of the woods where the game's played, but the team that you're covering here tonight, the Phillies, will be on the road here to face the Red Sox. We see the Phillies favored $1.48 with a total of 8.
Yeah, it's nice interleague matchup here between the Red Sox and the Phillies. Red Sox coming into this game, they return home after splitting a 4-game series with the White Sox. Anytime I think you kind of split with the White Sox, you know you're not playing your best baseball. Phillies, though, they're coming back from London. They had a day off yesterday. They split themselves with the Mets in London, went 1-1. Took the first game, kind of blew the second game, had a lead late. They blew that one. They're looking to regroup tonight, and they're going to be facing Cutter Crawford of the Boston Red Sox. Crawford's never faced the Phillies before, and he's going to be facing, in spite of some injuries here to the Phillies, they still have one of the best offenses in the league. They average over 5 runs per game. They're hitting .255 as a team, and their pitching staff has been just as good as well. They rank second in team ERA, and they're going to have their ace on the mound tonight in Zach Wheeler. Wheeler started the season 0-3, but since then he's been on absolute fire. He's won 7 in a row, an ERA of just 1.91 over his last 9 starts. He's given the Phillies 10 quality starts in his 13 starts. So, he's been just lights out on the mound in recent games. He's going to be facing the Red Sox. The Red Sox, they're just 14-18 at home this season. They haven't been a very good home team. I think the Phillies are just going to be too strong in this game, and I'm going to take them on the run line in this one.
All right, we got Damon here. Phillies run line, they run half. You can find plus money out there, plus 104. There's some books that have minus 102 around that neighborhood. Shop and get the best number. Yeah, where this game did in Boston. You think at some point we'll start seeing, we see that total of 8 there. That really caught my attention because here we are in almost approaching mid-June, and we're seeing totals still in the 8s here in a ballpark like Boston.
Yeah, that could be the case here with Wheeler going tonight. They just think maybe he's going to shut him down, which I'm looking for him to do. Typically you see much higher than that. Definitely hitter-friendly park there in Boston with the monster and everything else.
Yep. So Damon here will be on the Phillies run line. He's going to lay the 1.5 here, minus 102 here against this Red Sox team. And I don't, again, the travel spot, they had a day off before that series started. They didn't play Friday, right? So they had some time off there before they get a time off a little bit. It's from London to Boston. Not the longest flight, right? I mean, it's a little longer than a West Coast trip, I think.
Right. It's not as bad as you would think, if they're going to Midwest or, a little bit further. So it's not too bad, with that day off. I think they're going to be ready, and no jet lag in this one. I like the Phillies here to take care of business.
All right, we got Damian here for the Phillies to take care of business. Run line. You can find some plus money if you do your shopping. All right, Damian, let's take a look over at Pick.com for tonight's action. Of course, action on the Diamond Line, 15 games from Major League Baseball. We have action as well here from the WNBA with a 3-game card. You can see Damon enjoying a great past 7 days, 1,054 units of profit. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I've got 3 games over for sale there. You can get all 3 of them together in my triple play. I have my X Factor play for just $19. And they're all for sale individually as well. You can pick and choose which one you want. We're on a nice MLB run. We hit 14 of our last 21 games. We're looking to keep that rolling. We had a great season last year. We got off to a little bit of a slow start this season, but we're really picking it up just like I said we would, and we're going to keep it going.
That's right, guys. Keep going with Damian Sosh over at Pick Dogs. We have great results here over the last 7 days. No better time now than to go ahead and get on board here with Damian. The long-term pass, you see the 7-day, the 30-day. Get all of his plays for that period of time in a sec. When you go to his handicap page, make that purchase. And also, be sure to use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. All right, Damon, as always, great having you on the show. Continue your success, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you, Tony. Have a good night.
You as well. David Sosh here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue here on the show, guys. Let's keep an eye on this chat pick of the day. This is a close one already, again, like it was yesterday, but the Giants pulled it out last night. And boy, in dramatic fashion, right, in extra innings. If you like the Astros, it's A. D for the Giants, C over D for the under. Chat pick of the day, and right now it's 5 on the Giants, 3 on the Astros. So we're looking for you guys to continue to bring in these picks into the chat pick of the day today, and we'll continue to follow this and grade it and let you know throughout the show with the results. We do have 2 coming in for the over. All right, let's continue here on the Drive Thru. It's now time to welcome in Tony Brown. You'll catch him over at Pick.com. WNBA action from Tony Brown. Find him over at Pick.com. We'll bring Tony here in just a second. We've got to go the other way, I think. All right. We'll bring him in right now. Out in Las Vegas, Nevada. No longer poolside. It's the temperatures have gotten hot up there now. Tony Brown, what's going on? You can see they're talent off already.
Super hot. Right. I'm literally like, you nailed it on the head. It's hot even in here. I got to go turn the air on before I finish this segment. It's hot.
Woo.
But, man, Vegas, it's crazy. It's abnormally hot. It's 102, 103, and then tomorrow is supposed to be 109. That's like usually reserved for the 4th of July. So I can imagine what it's going to be on the 4th of July.
My goodness. Yeah, it's the heat's hit. Yep, the heat hit out here as well, but not to those extreme temperatures. Not yet. Maybe fan weather. We're not yet in the air conditioning weather out here in LA, but I see where you're coming from there. All right, Tony Brown, we're going to the W tonight with the Mystics, a team that's showing some. They're going to be on the road here to face the Dream. We see the Dream here going to be laying 7. The total sits at 156.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the Dream -7 in this one. There's several reasons, though. It's not only because their opponent is 0-12, and so you never go to the window, like I said, and be like, hey, I want the winless team. But the Dream have one of the most interesting players, not only in the WNBA, but I think in the world, in Tina Charles. Like, her story is crazy. She was originally picked in 2010, so this is 14 years ago. She's a 14-year vet at this point. She was the number 1 pick overall, came out of UConn. They had just won 2 national championships. She came and had a great career as soon as she was drafted number 1. Then she got traded back to her home team on the Liberty. Fast forward a few years later to the last few recent years, she missed the whole 2020 season with asthma. Then after 2021, she was bounced around to a couple teams. 2023, last year, she missed the whole season. And now she's back and she's a candidate for MVP in the early going. Like, she just had a double double against this team the last time they played. That was her 157th double double. She's second all time in WNBA history. We're talking about a legacy player who went to Europe at a point, was out of the league with injury, asthma at a point, and now coming back dominating again in her 14th season. So I think the Dream just have like a once in a lifetime talent in Tina Charles and their current best player Ashley. So you know what I mean, they're better than them in that 0 and 12. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't never take teams to cover if I don't even think they have a chance at winning. You know what I mean? So I don't think people can win yet, and I'm gonna take the Dream to get the win and cover at home.
All right, Tony Brown here with the Dream here. I'll lay in the 7. Yeah, the issue there with the Mystics is if you just look at their bout scores, it's really been the defense. It's just not, it's been poor there. I mean, you're seeing some 47%, they're giving up 45%, 47. Those are some ugly numbers. But I will say this, Tony Brown, we could sit here and talk about the Mystics being an 0 and 12 team straight up. Hey, but they're a winning team to the spread at 7 and 5.
Good teams win, great teams cover, and like at this point, 2 games over 500, you're still in the plus money, so that is great for bettors. But they still have lost 5 games against the spread to 12 games overall. I don't mind laying the points with the Dream.
Don't mind laying the, no, don't mind that. So your assessment so far in this WNBA season? I know Tony Brown, you were chuckling about it, Snicker, and the Snickers are gone. You have respect for this league. What have you seen? Your overall perspective so far in this league?
I mean, I don't know if I'm a trendsetter or whatever, but I told you it was last season. It wasn't this season that I told you I have respect. It was last season when the Aces won the championship. We went out to the game. And then now, this is the biggest I've ever seen the WNBA. You know what I mean? The coverage. They got Stephen A. Smith on ESPN doing full rants about it. You know what I mean? Like they're moving the games from the small arenas to the bigger arenas. People are going to the game more, talking about the game more. This is the most coverage it's ever been, and it's definitely 100% the Caitlin Clark effect. Even though it's not her play per se, you know what I mean? She got left off the Olympic team, and she's not even having the most fantastic rookie season or whatnot, but people love to talk about her. They love to see her fail. The people that like her, they like to see her do good. They want to see her shoot those shots. They like to see her get roughed up. They like to talk about why are they roughing her up. You know what I mean? She's got the big contract from Nike. And not just her, Angel Reese from LSU, all the stars of college, they transferred this year into the WNBA. Not to mention the WNBA has been thriving. Like it's only gotten better since the league's existence. They got more teams. They've been doing better, and now they have a bona fide superstar with Caitlin Clark, and they got the eyes, they got the money, they're getting the contracts. I think we're just headed for nothing but goodness for the WNBA. I think this is what Kobe Bryant was foreshadowing for his daughter.
I think so, right? No doubt about that. Also, you get your thoughts here. Of course, we know Tony Brown covers the Lakers, and I know Tony Brown, I know when we got back down to it, you weren't so much on the coaching, you're more so on the players here. And of course, Hurley's getting a lot of the news here. I mean, I made my I have some views about that. I don't want to get into it here, but your overall thought of this coaching search for the Lakers right now?
Desperate. It just screams desperate to me. Like we offered all this money to Bobby Hurley, like he's a wizard, like he's the coaching solution. Like that was crazy. He got a couple titles at UConn. That's cool. He's in college or whatever. I mean, Coach K didn't even come to the NBA because the transfer doesn't necessarily mean the same success or whatnot. And then again, Darvin Ham isn't why the Joker averaged 13 triple doubles in 13 games against us. Darvin Ham isn't the reason we blew 12 double-digit leads in 13 games against Denver. And Bobby Hurley wouldn't have been the answer. You know what I mean? Denver is just those teams that have your number. Denver didn't even win the championship. They didn't even go to the finals. But as far as the Lakers, they just have our number. Other than that, I think we're the second best team in the Western Conference with Anthony Davis and LeBron James.
So you're cool. Just go ahead and just sign Sam Cassell and get over with, huh?
I mean, yeah, anybody will do.
Yeah.
It's like a plug-and-play job. Whoever's going to be the coach, it's going to be listening to what LeBron wants to go on for the last N years of his career. And then, like, even if you got a coach who never even played basketball before, you look at the numbers, you look at the stats, you be like, well, give it to the 7-footer, and then if not, give it to the Hall of Famer. Like, it's not too difficult to coach the Lakers. I mean, we just couldn't get past Denver. I don't think it was a coaching error. I don't even think it was a player error. just some teams have certain teams number. The late great Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, they lost like 19 straight games in Portland.
Sam
You know what I
Cassell's,
mean? Like just
yeah.
19 straight. It was a couple years we just went to Portland and could not grab a game. And this is with two Hall of Famers. Portland wasn't even a playoff team, but they just had our number. And I think that's what's going on with us. We just need to stay away from Denver.
Yep, there you go. From Tony Brown here on the Dream, laying the 7 here against the Mystics tonight. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Premium for action here on a Tuesday, 15-game card here from Major League Baseball. We also have a 3 here from the W. You can see Tony Brown enjoying a great baseball season here for 2024, 276 units of profit. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, I had a 3 play, but I think it started in the top of the hour. I think a couple of the games went off at 3:30, so I don't know if those are still available. If they are, you can get on top of that. But if you can't, my MLB laser lock. It's my best play of the day. It's a late night game, last play of the day, but I saved my best for last, and it's only $19. Like I want the bookies' money, not yours. $19 for my best play of the day with my MLB laser lock. And then, of course, tomorrow I'm going to have the NBA back up there. I got the NHL playoffs going and everything you need.
That's right, guys. Got to go with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. You can see here the great results from baseball. No better time to get on board with a long-term pass. You see the 7 or 30-day All Sports Pass, all of Tony's premium plays for that time period. So, like when you go to his handicapper page, make that purchase. Remember that promo code PICK at checkout will save you that 15% off. Right, Tony? As always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great evening. Get that AC going, and we'll catch up with you in a couple days.
You got it. That's exactly where I'm headed, and I'll see you guys in a few days.
All right, Tony Brown here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue here on the show, guys. Keep an eye on that chat pick of the day. We're coming back to the Astros and Giants. You got this one right yesterday. We'll do it all again. If you like the Astros, letter A, B for the Giants, C for the over, D for the under. Chat pick of the day right now. 8 on the Giants, 4 on the Astros, 2 on the over. Keep these picks coming in. We'll track them, and we'll continue to track the results here as we go throughout the show. All right, let's continue on here on the Drive-Thru. It is now time for Shane Mickle. More WNBA coverage here. We'll get it from Shane. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs. Shane, what's happening?
How's it going tonight, Tony?
Everything's going great. It's going great. All right, we're going to take a look at the team out your way, but they're going to be on the road here against the Aces in a pretty good matchup here. A lot of folks high on this Minnesota team. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about them here. Aces favored 6.5. We see the total 166.
Yeah, after a couple of down years for the Lynx, they did well in free agency this year. This is a complete team. And a lot of the Caitlin Clarks of the world are getting the attention in the WNBA, but there's a lot of good quality teams in the WNBA, and one of those teams is the Lynx. Their defense is kind of what gets the attention if you look at the stats. But this is a good offensive team that can really shoot the rock from deep. Kayla McBride can really shoot it, and it seems like every day there's a new girl out there who's hitting 2 or 3 3-pointers. They still have no VC Collier, who's also playing like an MVP right now. And they get to face off against this Aces team who can score a lot, and they really struggle to defend. They struggled against the Sparks in the last game to slow them down, but the offense was still good in that game. I think that's kind of what happens here. I think the Lynx have no issues running up the score, but I think the Lynx defense is going to struggle against this Aces team that really wants to push the pace and can really score. This Aces team kind of reminds me of like the Warriors a few years ago. They run up and down the court, and their main goal is to outscore you every night. I know that's the goal in any basketball game, but they're not really too concerned about what they do on the defensive end. They feel like they can beat you on the offensive end. That's what's going to happen here. I think both teams run up the score, and I'm going to take the over 166.
All right, we got Shane coming here with the over the total, actually down to 165.5. You can do some line shopping, get the best numbers. There are some, obviously, you'll find some 65s and a halves out there. That's kind of split right now here. Yeah, this is a Minnesota team that is really shooting the ball really well of late. We're seeing a lot of 49%, 45% up there from this Lynx team. They win, they cover the spread very well this year.
Yeah. The Vegas seemed to be late on this team. They were underdogs in a lot of games that they shouldn't have been underdogs in. And this is a team that they've lost 3 games. One of them was in overtime by a point. Another was a game they blew against the Phoenix Mercury. So this is a team that really could have a perfect record right now. And like you said, it's because they have so many scores. Collier gets all the attention inside, and they drop down on her. But this is a really good passing team, really high assists, and that opens up the 3-point shooting for the entire team.
How do you make the revenge angle in here? Because it was an ugly result when they hosted Vegas back on the 29th.
Yeah, no, I think that's something to keep in mind. But I'm not huge on revenge angle, especially with a team like the Lynx. This team is quality. It's not like they were blown out, and they think that should have been different. Of course, I think it should have been different, but I think that I think it's gonna be a quality game. No matter what, the Aces really haven't kept their home court that well this year. But I have a premium on the side, so we'll if you want that, you can get that on the side. But I really do like the over. I don't think there's a whole lot of defense played by either team here.
There we go. Over here, Aces and Lynx tonight. NBA TV has this one at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pick Dog here for tonight's action. From baseball, 15-game card. And we also have these three from the W. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, like I said, I might play on the side of the Lynx Aces game, $29.99, or I have a 3-pack in the MLB, $39.99. But no better time to hop on long term. We still have the Stanley Cup final, still the NBA finals. Hopefully that doesn't turn into a sweep, just because I hope we get some more quality basketball. I love the NBA. But yeah, no better time to hop on that 3 or 7 day pass, and we can make some money for the rest of the week.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs Premium. Long-term passes are available up there. Remember that 7-day pass will get you all of Shane's premium plays. 7 days, cover a lot of NBA, NHL Finals, WNBA, as well as MLB. And Pick is a promo code. Save that 15% off. All right, Shane, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great evening. We'll catch up with you again in a couple of days. But let everybody know we can find your written work over on the sites.
Yeah, definitely make sure to check that out. I have every WNBA play on Pick Dogs, then MLB, NHL, and then I'm dabbling in the fantasy in the Euro 2024 starts, I think, on Friday, so I'll be covering that over on Pick Dogs too. So if you're looking for that coverage, I know we have a great video series, and I'm sure it's going to be covering that also. But if you're looking for the written work over on Pick Dogs, we'll have every Euro game covered for the 2024.
There you go, guys. Check out Shane's written work, Pick Dogs, Sports Chat. That's where you find him. All right, Shane, have a great night. We'll catch up with you later.
Sounds good. See you everyone Thursday.
Yeah, Shane Mickle here on the Drive To. Let's continue on the show. Guys, you ever miss a pick? We always recap at the end of the show. Shout out to folks in the chat. Latifa in there today. Fernando up there as well. Najee, our man Trey Berry. Justin, 1890, just came in here. Gave us our first under in that chat pick of the day. Chat pick of the day tonight, Astros and Giants. A for the Astros, B for the Giants, C over, D under. It's chat pick of the day. The chat has been on a tear here on the show. They've been doing great work. Keep up. We got another winner yesterday. And we'll keep tabs on those results, and we'll recap at the end of the show. And of course, you always see that my pick, as always, will be shaded in green. All right, let's continue here on the Drive Through. It's now time for Jay Briggs. You can catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's bring him in right now. NBA Jam Session will return tomorrow. Jay, what's happening?
Tony T, what's happening, my man? How you doing?
Doing great. All right, a lot of eyes on this one tonight as the Pirates are on the road to face the Cardinals. We see the Pirates $1.36, the total is 7.
Hey, man, it's no secret, man. Everybody that tunes in here to the Pick Dogs YouTube channel knows I love the hype trains. I do. When I see the hype train starting to pick up, I usually love to jump on it. And one that I jumped on early was the Paul Skeens hype train, man. I'm here to tell you, he's as good as advertised. And he's on that mound today, and I think he has the Pirates favored in this game for good reason. I'm going to take the Pirates. I'm going to take them just straight up money line here in this one. When you look at the Pirates and how I think Skeens has pitched really well for it being his rookie season, I think it's even 3 ERA, but that's not really why I like them. What I like them is I like the morale that seems to be going on in Pittsburgh when he's on the mound. Look at the run production that the Pirates have produced in Skeens games this season. They feel the energy. They feel the atmosphere that's going on, and they typically have shown up in his starts. Just a quick look at it. They put up 10 runs against the Dodgers, 10 runs against the Tigers, 6 runs against the Giants, 9 runs against the Cubs, 10 runs against the Cubs. In Skeens' games this year, they've given him great run production. I think he's going to have a solid outing today. Miles Michaelis, he's been solid recently as well. It's kind of weird, Miles Michaelis being solid, because he's won 4 of his last 5 starts for the Cardinals, but more often than not, I just think the Cardinals are overrated, overvalued. I think Miles Michaelis is due for some regression back to the guy who we know him to be. And I think the Pirates continue to show up and play well behind their young rookie. I'm going to take the Pirates here straight up on the money line.
Yeah, there it is, no doubt about that. It's the Pirates they've been at the bottom for so long. They're going to get a few right. You got Jared Jones. You've got now your man here is Skeens, who's really shown to be the as advertised, right? Coming out of LSU, spent 2023 in the minors, and boom, 2024. Here you go, buddy. Get right into Major League Baseball, right? 22-year-old. But he had his college experience. It's not like a high schooler, so you can see that short stint in the minors.
Right, yeah. He was dominant in college, had a short stint in the minors, looked really good in the minors, and it's translated here into the majors. You know, he has one of the best fastballs in all of the sport right now. So if you haven't really tuned in to watch Paul Skeens, I say put a couple dollars on the Pirates today and tune in, and I think you'll be thoroughly surprised and impressed.
Yeah, and also, too, you look at this Pirates, the depth here in the rotation here. You got Jones, you got Skeens, you got Keller. That's solid there. That's pretty solid 3 starters. I know Falter is hit or miss. I know Priester, you need a few Hail Marys, when he's on the mound. But then you've got guys like Marco. On the injured list, you're looking at Marco Gonzalez and Martin Perez. So you get those 2 healthy there. You have a pretty solid starting 5 there for Pittsburgh.
They do. I would say the future in Pittsburgh, they have hope, is what I'll say. It's not going to come together this season, but in the next 2 to 3, I wouldn't be surprised if the Pirates were a good baseball team and were competing for a playoff spot in the next couple seasons.
You wouldn't be surprised. You've seen the midst digress. You've seen some teams back there. Marlins, we'll see what they do. But this Pirates team, is a team that could slide in. All you got to do, if you're around 500, all you got to do is go get hot in August, September. the Diamondbacks proved that last year, right?
Yes, they sure did. And even my Rangers, I know they were good last year, but they made it through the wild card. Baseball is that style sport. If you get hot at the right time, it can propel you all the way deep into the postseason. And like you said, the 2 teams last year, we saw that from them.
Yeah, Pirates 31-34. The Blue Jays, who everybody poops on, right? They're 32-34. It's not, like I said, all it takes is a hot August, September, you're in. Even the Astros 30-37. These are teams that we're considering. And your Rangers 31-34, right? All you need is a hot August, September.
Yep. A lot of baseball left. We're just really entering the dog days of summer. So plenty of baseball left to play. These teams are not going to be what they are now later on when we start to get towards the fall. So, just looking for value right now. That's what we're doing here in the dog days of summer, and trying to see what's going to translate on later.
When the Rangers played in that open air stadium, I thought they had a bit of an advantage in those hot summer months. Now they play indoors. Do you think it was an advantage for them playing in that outdoor stadium in the summer? I know they used to play those Sunday 2:00 local games sometimes, 3:00 local games. I remember 3:00, it was noon Pacific. They would play those. What the hell are they doing in the middle of summer playing a game at 2:00? Actually, yeah, 3:00 here with 12:00 here with 2:00 Texas time. I mean, it's just those were some strange start times there on the Sunday Saturday games sometimes.
I will say on the field it probably gave them a slight advantage, but it gave them a definite disadvantage in fanfare because nobody wanted to go sit out there and expect Now, with it being air conditioned and things, they have really great turnout almost daily. So I think they appreciate the trade-off.
Yep. That's what I was wondering there. All right, there we go. And of course, it would be a Jay segment. So we touched on the Mavericks. Of course, we know they're 0-2. We've seen a lot of teams down 0-2 after the first 2 road games. I was actually watching 1981 a game 2 between Dodgers and Yankees in the World Series. The Dodgers went down 0-2, losing the first 2 in Yankee Stadium, and then went back and won the next I think 4 of the past 5. But you'll see it. It's possible that you'll see comebacks here. But anyway, looking at the series odds. The Mavericks now plus 550.
Yep, I think this is how I'm going to attack it. I don't want the 550. I want the plus 1,200. I'm going to go exact. I think the Mavs win the series in 7. I think that's how you play it. I don't think they win 4 straight. I just don't see that happen. Can they? Yes. Do they? Not necessarily. So if they're going to win it, they're probably going to win it in 7. So if you like the Mavs to win the series, better than to win it in 7. I placed it earlier today. Like I said, plus 1,200 exact Mavs in 7. I still think they have a legitimate shot to do so. I think they're going to come back home, defend home court. Boston just did what they were supposed to do, and that's defend their home court. The series really don't get started until somebody wins one on the road. I know my guy Kyrie Irving hasn't played all that well here in the series. I think that's really the main takeaway from the series thus far is Kyrie Irving didn't really show up in Boston. But, Tony T, I went and did some digging. Kyrie Irving in 2016 played just as terrible in Game 1 and Game 2 in Golden State. He then came, when they moved back to Cleveland, he averaged well over 30 for the remainder of the NBA Finals. So I think he'll be just fine settling in. I think Luka Doncic has been the best player in the series. The injury to Porzingis, I think, is humongous. We thought that might happen. He's always injured. So this thing is far from over. It's far from over. And I'm going to take a shot on my Mavs.
Exact games here, plus 310 in 7. In 6, it's plus 360. Exact outcome here. Let's see. Well, wait, that's so craziness there. Looking at some of these props here in this game here, finals props.
You got to go Mavs in 7 to get plus 1,200.
Okay, Mavs in 7. Okay, Mavs in 7 to get the plus 1,200 there. So that's how we look at it here, guys. The way to roll with it is that spot there. All right, now we'll see how that one rolls here with the Mavericks and the Celtics. A couple of things going. I mean, when you look at the trends here, the team going down 0-2, coming back home has pretty good spread odds here. They've done well against the spread, but something that's kind of staring you in the eye here is the fact that the Celtics are 6-0 on the road to the playoffs. And I know you could say it may not have been tough competition, but let me tell you, it's very hard to win playoff games on the road, no matter who's out there.
Nah, definitely. That is something very interesting you just said about the Celtics on the road. There's a lot of we're in the finals, so there's a lot of different trends and angles you can find. The Mavs, that was their first time losing back-to-back in the postseason. The Mavs, following a loss, they've only lost one. I don't know. Here's another crazy trend. Since 2003, teams down 0-2 that are coming home and are favored in Game 3, 6-0. 6-0. So it's going to be very interesting. This is an interesting series, I think, than more people would like to offer, but we'll see how it shakes out tomorrow.
Yeah, we certainly will here. Of course, the news on Porzingis is what everyone's concerned about here. Let me see if I got anything here to update on that.
Day-to-day, questionable.
Day-to-day, right? Day-to-day, questionable. Questionable for Game 3, lower leg. Had a sleeve on his left ankle during media availability. That's today. But he stated that he'll do everything he can to play. Of course, you're going to say that, right? So it's not, I'm going to play. You see, this is the thing where you got to worry about. He's not saying, I'll be in the lineup. I'll be there. No, he's saying, I will do everything I can to play in Game 3. To me, that's a little different, right? Trying to read between the words.
Yeah, honestly, this is a guy that missed almost all of the postseason. I doubt he plays tomorrow. He'll probably be back Game 4, try to give it a go for Game 4, but I think tomorrow they shut him down.
All right, there you go from Jay. All right, Jay here for the show. Pirates here, minus 134 in this one here with Skeens on the hill against the Cardinals. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Premium for tonight's action. Of course, we got NBA returning tomorrow. A big card from Major League Baseball. 3 from the W as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Money Making Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. I got plays on the base pass for you tonight, man. We're live and in action in baseball. You can scoop up my Money Making 3-pack, or you can scoop up my $19 MLB play of the day, or you can hop on something long-term and get what I'm offering for the NBA Finals as well tomorrow. So plenty of ways to attack it at Pick Dogs Premium. Long-term is usually the better way to go. You get the better bang for your buck. Looking for value in baseball. That's what we're doing. All my plays tonight are plus money, so that's how I've been attacking baseball. Right now, I think I'm down 2 units or, 2 games in baseball. Attacking straight plus money. That's how we've been doing it, and we're going to finish the season positive. So if you believe me, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. Hop on with me at Pick Dogs Premium, and let's continue to kick the crap out of the books.
That's right, guys. Got to work Jay Briggs over at Pink Dog Cream. We see great results here in the NBA. Get on board with Jay. Long-term passes doing great for the year, showing great profit for the full year, all sports combined. And again, long-term is the way to go. Let everybody know, Jay, about your all access here for the big bettors.
Yes, NBA season winding down. Of course, we're in the finals. But I do have my all access club for the big bettors out there that love betting the NBA fairly big. Look, I know we're winding down, but this is a longer term investment. So with the NBA winding down right now, if you want to get in and get you a great price for next season, hit us up right now, bro. And of course, with it being the timing in right now, bro, we're going to build you the best package possible and at a really great discount because you're rocking with me and you're getting in early. You're not here. You're here for the actual product, not to be a leech like some of the guys out there. You know how it be. But Money Making Tuesday, man, if you think about joining and really making life-changing money like we did this season in the NBA, think about joining my All Access Club, a longer-term investment that me and my guy Costi and Eric and all the guys put together.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Jay. Make the call. Get on board with Jay for the All Access available right now from Jay. And, of course, good time to get it. Good pricing this time of the year. All right, Jay, as always, great having the show. He is success. We'll catch up with you again Thursday, but of course, let everybody know we can catch you as well on the morning show.
Yes, sir. Y'all guys can catch me tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so Romanelli Hawk Wednesday. I think Romanelli will be on the show tomorrow, so tune in. Me, Mitch, Ruffalo will be there per usual. Probably a 15 scheduled Major League Baseball card. I haven't really looked at it.
It is, yeah, 15.
Yeah, 15 games tomorrow plus the NBA. Is hockey active tomorrow? Or they go 2 or 3 days.
They've got a big hockey comes back, I believe. Let's see.
Thursday.
Yeah. They're not going to go up against. I know they're not going to go up against it. They come back on the 13th. 13th. Yeah, back on the 13th. So in 2 days from today.
There you go. So yeah, Thursday. But tune in tomorrow, man, and we'll break down all 15 Major League Baseball games, and of course we'll talk some NBA. It should be a really fun show. Tune in. And, of course, I host the weekend shows where I bring in a lot of guys you see right here on the drive-thru. Tony T pops in, Moneyman Mitch, Ruffalo. It's a great show on the weekends. Tune in, and let's continue to try to kick the crap out of the books here this summer.
That's the goal, man. Kick them. All right, Jay, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again Thursday.
Thank you, Tony T. See you Thursday.
Yeah, Jay Briggs here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here on the show, guys. Chat, pick of the day. It is Astros and the Giants. And if you like the Astros, it's A, B for the Giants, C for the over, D for the under. It is the chat pick of the day. And, of course, right now, let me see here. I hope my game doesn't start yet. No, it doesn't. Good. I was worried about that. I thought my game might have already started. All right. Right now we have, a lot of support here on the Giants. Now 9 on the Giants, 4 Astros, 3 over, 1 under. Chat pick of the day. We will continue this. Now we got a couple more coming in right now here. Another one on the over tonight. Dollar Bill comes in with another Giants. We do get another Giants supporter here. Jay on the Giants. All right, big 11-5 right now in this one. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. And I'll go ahead and bring in Wayne Scott. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Get Wayne in here in just a second. Coverage from the Sweet Science from Wayne tonight. I'm sure he can deliver something for tonight's card as well. Let's get him in right here. Wayne, what's going on?
Not much, Tony. Everything solid over here. Hope everything going on good with you and with the Pick Dog family out there tonight.
Yeah, everything's going well. Here we go. We go to the Sweet Science Boxing. We got Tank Davis in action against Frank Martin. We know Martin's a big favorite here. We see the total come in 9.5.
Yeah, this fight will be taking place in Vegas this weekend, 8 o'clock start time. This main event will probably be around 10 o'clock, so try to get your bets in before 10 o'clock. Gervonta Davis, 3-division world champ, will take on contender Frank Martin. Now, I don't agree with these odds. I do think that Frank Martin is getting a little disrespected. I tried to find every angle I could to take Frank Martin, but it's just too early. I just don't think that he has enough in the tank to stay in there with Gervonta Davis. But I do think that he can make it to the latter championship rounds. Gervonta Davis, 29-0, 27 KOs, a 93% KO rating. He's 5'5", hailing out of Baltimore. Frank Martin's coming out of Texas, 18-0. So you see the amount of fights discrepancy. Only 12 KOs, so not really much boxer. He's a brawler, but he's kind of known as a boxer. I just think Gervonta Davis has fought the better fighters. I think he's fought in longer, sparred longer, just been fight in the fight game longer. I think the experience plays a huge role here. I do think Frank Martin will be competitive. I do think he'll be a championship fighter later on in his career, but I just think this fight is too early for him. I think he builds his name with this fight. I think he makes good money in this fight, but at the end of the day, I think we see another Tank Davis stoppage. We're going to bet that Tank Davis gets that stoppage between rounds 10 and 12 in the championships round for plus 335, and we're going to take that to the bank.
All right, there we go here from Wayne. He likes this card in here. Likes this one to go wins in rounds 10 to 12 at 335 here with Tank Davis. Let us know here who's representing both fighters in this one, if you would.
Calvin Ford for Tank Davis has been his fighter the whole time, and known as Earl Spence's trainer. He's won Trainer of the Year. My guy, name slipping me right now. Derrick James, there we go. And as far as the corners go, I want to give the edge to James, but at the same time, Calvin Ford is a magnificent trainer in his own right, although he hasn't won Trainer of the Year. And Davis has a few trainers, so not only does he have Calvin Ford in his ear, he pays 2 top trainers, so kind of slight edge to Davis when it comes to corners, but no disrespect to Derrick James. You don't win Trainer of the Year by accident.
There you go. We got the fight here from Wayne here. Of course, he covers the fights for us here at Pick Dogs. Tank Davis, who wins in rounds 10 through 12 plus 335. Gervonta Tank Davis, the big favorite in this one. Boxing action as well. All right, you got anything these guys could bet on tonight for the drive-through folks out there? We might have lost Wayne there with the connection there. So anyway, guys, check out Wayne over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, you'll be able to find his picks over there. Premium plays, as you can see, Wayne enjoying a great baseball year for 2024. 1,649 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. So no better time now to get on board with one of his long-term passes. Remember, that 1-month pass will get you 30 days of baseball, as well as all his action from WNBA, NHL, NBA Finals as well. Get on board there with Wayne and use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. It does have a play of the day up there right now. If you are looking for an individual play, $19 right now from Wayne. Remember, the one-day passes are profit guarantee. That must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is correct. Check out for Zach credits. That is credit guarantee. So get on board there with Wayne Scott over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue here on the show, guys. We'll get to my pick here, and then we'll get you.
No. You can hear me, Tony T?
Yeah, I got you back already. I kind of let everybody know what you have over at the site. You got anything for tonight for these guys, for the folks?
I had a 3-pack, but it started already. My bad. I'm at the casino. My phone just overheated the way I was holding it in the phone. But I have a 3-pack that started already. I do have my play of the day. I've lost 2 straight on that one. Looking to bounce back today. Been real hot in the MLB, but been cold this week. So I'm looking to turn it around, get back on schedule how I started this season. I have an extra WNBA long-term subscriber, so I always look to grab something long-term.
All right, any thought on the Spark Storm game? We covered the first 2. Any thoughts on the Spark Storm? Storm here going to be laying about 11.5, total 157.5.
In baseball terminology, think of the Sparks like the Nationals. Like they're better than a lot of people think, and they're going to cover a lot of games this year. But since it's going to be in spots, they're going to have their games where they get blown out. But this team is loaded with rookies. They're going to have their learning curve. Anytime I see them getting a large amount of points, especially at home, but even on the road, I'm going to take them. So I'm going to lean to the Sparks in that one.
All right, Wayne, got you there. All right, Wayne, have yourself a great time in the casino. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
I appreciate it, Tony T. Good luck with all your bets, Pick Dog family.
All right, Wayne Scott here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here on the show, guys. We're going to close out this chat pick today, and then we'll get to the recap with my pick. Astros is letter A, B for the Giants, C over, D under. It is pretty much going to close it out right now. It's a landslide here. The Giants 12-5 against the Astros. So tonight, the Giants will be the chat pick of the day, like they were yesterday in victory. We do have 4 to the over, 1 to the under. If you're looking at that one, Lando 86 now just comes in with the Astros, but we're too far behind there. So 12-6, the final results here. Pretty overwhelming tonight on the chat pick of the day. All right, now that we got the chat pick of the day, we've closed it. Now you guys can go ahead and put in your show pick into the chat, and we'll read them off at the end of the show. All right, let's get to the recap, and then we'll get my pick here. My pick starts in about another 12 minutes, so we got some time here. I was worried about those games that start in Ohio. Sometimes they start them earlier, but we're getting into the 7-10 starts now, so that's cool. Let's go to the recap. Here's the recap. All right, we had Alex here. Alex was on the Dodgers laying $1.57. Damian Phillies run line. Tony Brown Dream. Shane on Aces links over. Jay was on laying the number here. Of course, Wayne on Tank Davis wins in rounds 10 through 12. That's a +3, over $3 there. On the plus side, I'll be Guardians Reds over 9. One I like the most here, I'll go with Jay here with the Pirates in that spot. All right, let's go down to my pick, guys. As you know, we're looking at this one between the Guardians and the Reds tonight. Let's move the lane. Let's move the chains here, so we'll get to that game for you. We're looking over 9 in this one. You know, the ballpark plays to the ballpark definitely plays to the over. I think at some point these overs are going to start hitting, but the way these teams are hitting right now, that's really what I'm looking at, is the offensive production we're seeing from the Reds and the Guardians here. And also, too, McKenzie's been roughed up in his past 3 starts. We look at the past 10. The Guardians put up nearly 6 runs a game. The Reds in this period hitting .279, putting up 6 runs a game as well. So we got some pretty hot bats entering this game, and we're playing here in nearly mid-June in this one. And let me just go here and take a look at the. I want to go back and take a look at the weather report here in Cincinnati tonight as they get ready here. Nick Martinez is the primary pitcher. Has not had much success in his career. 78 degrees, so we're getting some warmer weather there in Cincinnati. Very light wind in this spot, so Martinez will be an opener or a primary pitcher. ERA over 4, a very low strikeout rate, pitches to contact, and we know Tristan McKenzie has been hurt by the home runs this year. 2.01 home run rate. He also has a FIP approaching 6. McKenzie's ERA 4.16. His FIP is 4.87. So that suggests a rise in ERA based on his form. So definitely, man, that should have been. I should have looked closer at McKenzie's FIP there, because that would have put me. I was on the fence making this a premium, but man, now more and more I think about it, I should have. But anyway, Reds and Cincinnati, the Reds and Guardians over 9 tonight. All right, guys, get your show picks in over at Pick Dogs. I got a best bet on the board for Major League Baseball, also individual play up there. So get on board. Remember, long-term pass, 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. Get all my premium plays for that time period to select. When you go to my handicap page, make that purchase. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. All right, we got you through the recap. Now it's time to say goodbye, right? And make sure you guys get your show picks, and we'll read them off in a little bit. Guys, that's going to do for this edition of The Drive-Thru. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. We'll get to our place here in real time. Remember to always get started with morning show. We're live here at 6 p.m. We're live here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with Mitch, Jay, and of course Chris. We always have the video series here for Mitch. Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. His betting tool show is roundtable discussion with the professionals. Jay's NBA Jam session. Of course, Chris goes around the league from the NHL. Rod Zawacki, A to Z covers NHL, as well as Brian Biller with his contrarian sharp plays. All access from Big Al McMorty against the public betting here from our man Dana Lane. Costi sharp trading plays. Of course, we've got Wayne Scott with the boxing. Ron Romanelli with his baseball breakdowns. The short series here from Jovan and Brad. And of course, Kirk coming in with his MLB totals and soccer plays for you as well. All right, let's take a look at this show picks for today. Ramon's coming in with the Dream. Reds money line for Blake. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see here. Let's see if I have any more. Keeping an eye on everybody's show picks for today. Let's take a look here. Yankees for the Wizard, also likes the Guardians. Under in the Cubs for the Wizard. Let's see what else we have here. Reds and Pirates moneyline parlay from AP. Your last call, guys, before we close it out. All right. And Royals for Blake. Royals plus the 1.5 runs. All right, that's going to do it for the show, guys. Let's go ahead and bring in our